All right, top 10 grown man sneaker releases of 2025. Now, what am I talking about? Grown man sneakers, what is that? Very simply put, I'm talking about a more mature, polished, clean look on your footwear as opposed to the shoes that just kind of say, hey, look at me. Hey, look what I got. Awesome shoe right here, Air Jordan 4 brick by brick. Is it a grown man sneaker? Not the aesthetic that I'm about to describe and show you guys. This is more of a statement shoe. The rest of these are just something that's gonna complement your outfit, but be better than just a basic shoe. We have a lot of pairs to get into that all released in 2025. Let's do it. Okay, diving in at number 10, and maybe even a surprise to some of you, but hear me out, hear me out. This is an awesome Jordan release for 2025, and honestly one that a lot of people have forgotten about, I feel like, and haven't mentioned, but this Jordan 3 is incredible, and in my opinion, the most elevated Jordan 3 that we've seen this year. So we have the Air Jordan 3 Seoul 2.0. Obviously, there's some nice inspiration behind this shoe as far as a follow-up to the Seoul 1.0, inspired by the 1988 Seoul Olympics. So these spare no details, as you've probably seen from other reviews. The South Korean flag there on the tongue, the red velvet inner lining, the quilted ankle collar there, Nike Air on the back. But really what sets these apart from other Jordan 3 releases that we've seen this year is these are so elevated and premium, you almost feel like you're not wearing a regular pair of Jordan 3s. And when you're wearing pants with these and you're covering most of the tongue and most of the color, you are left with kind of a simple shoe, and that makes these very easy to wear. But on top of that, you spare no details. Look at the elephant print on here. I love how it's this darker smoke gray. These are gonna look totally different than a pair of white cement 3s. Great shoe, and this is one that just for some reason isn't really getting discussed much towards the end of the year here, and we've seen a lot of great Jordan 3 releases in 2025, and we're going to talk more about that in this video. Okay, at number 9, what a year New Balance has had. Honestly, this is one of New Balance's best years, and I hope it continues throughout 2026 and so on. I'm a big fan of the brand. I like the way that they've done things, and I like the way that they dug in the vault and brought back a classic New Balance model. We have the 992 made in USA Nimbus Cloud here. This was one of my most worn shoes of the year, and it always felt like I was wearing something premium. Just look how nice this suede is. It has a very subtle light gray to it. To all the dads that are out there, a shoe like this is how you stand out compared to the other dads that are wearing gray New Balance and they're just whatevers. How come my husband's New Balance don't look like those? Because you know ball. Okay, moving on to arguably the most classic Jordan sneaker ever. So we have the Air Jordan 1 Bred High 85. Now, first things first, if you want to tone down this color, you got to stick with the black laces. I have the red in here just because I feel like not a lot of people were showing love to the red laces, so I tossed them in here. Let me keep this simple. There are certain classic shoes and colorways that are always gonna be in style, always are gonna be something accepted. Black jeans with these kind of sitting over the ankle collar a little bit, never, ever gonna go out of style. There's a lot of Jordan 1 colorways that are out there right now. Obviously, we got flooded and I kind of took a back seat, but there are certain classic colorways that as soon as they release, I'm gonna get them. People were kind of talking trash about this leather quality. Trust me, check out this pair in 5 years. I'll be here. I'll be on this YouTube channel talking about sneakers still, and I'll break these out then. They will look better in that future video than they look now. Let me know if you guys grabbed the Bred 85s this year. Now, before we go any further, do me a favor. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe. But if you've been subscribed, leave a comment. Let me know your top 5 grown man sneakers for 2025 that you guys have picked up this year. I'm always interested to see your list and to chop it up with you guys. Leave that comment. Okay, next up is kind of a curveball on the list and a shoe that you're not expecting. and it's from a brand that you're probably not expecting. We have something from Reebok. This is such a promising model, and I think that Reebok has all the potential in the world right now. This is a shoe that I was wearing today. We have the Premier Road Ultra. Have you guys even seen these? Have you checked for Reebok recently? If you're a Reebok fan, let me know down in the comment section. Have you guys seen these? I saw a few different versions of this Premier Road Ultra, but not this colorway. This one is so simple, and the others look awesome as well, but they stand out a lot more, and they kind of require a certain outfit. I felt like this is the easiest one to style, and this is a great option if you just want to wear something with your gray sweatpants, go and get a coffee. This is a perfect option if you want something outside of New Balance, Nike, and Adidas, but you want a good looking shoe that's going to go with your gray sweatpants, and it's unassuming. You can hardly see the Reebok branding on here, and I just think it's a nice W from Reebok. Yes, it's basic. Yes, it's simple, but it's a new model. Keep that in mind. It is a new model and something that we need more of in the sneaker world right now. Okay, next up, we have something from Adidas, and this one is really left field, and I get it if a lot of you kind of don't mess with this style or don't understand it, but hear me out. There's not a lot of shoes that we wear nowadays that originally released in the 70s. So the even more grown man crowd than most of you or me really do appreciate these, and they are so simple, and it's just something that gets totally overlooked by a lot of sneaker YouTube. So I just want to highlight them here, and this colorway might not be the most grown man, but this model in general deserves to be on the list. So we have the Adidas Jabbar Low. This is one of the first shoes to have the signature athlete's face on it. And as you can see, Jabbar is outlined there on the tongue in gold. And again, this green colorway might not be the most grown man, but there are other colorways like a gray and a white, a simple blue and a white. And the best part is they are on sale right now for 50 bucks. When I made this video, these were on sale for 50 bucks. So I'm gonna link these for you guys down in the description, as well as every other shoe that is on this list, by the way. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. Similar to the Bred ones, this classic looking Adidas shoe is never gonna go out of style. I prefer these over the shell toes. I just never really got into the shell toes. If you understand these, please defend me down in the comment section, because this is just something that a lot of younger people might look at like, nah. But a classic pair of 3-stripe suede Adidas with some jeans. It has a more grown feel. Okay, getting into the top 5, and if you have not hit that thumbs up by now, please do so. It really goes a long way, and I appreciate it. But at number 5, we have something from Nike and Levi's. And I love the fact that both of these brands stayed true to who they are with this collaboration, and I was not expecting to get such a wearable shoe from this collab, because if you look at the Air Jordan 4 and Levi's collaboration and some of the other Jordans that they've done, those are cool, but they look better on the shelf than they do on feet. Something like this Air Max 95 is way more wearable. And as you know, it's very important to have an all-white shoe in rotation, like a lot of the shoes I've already shown you. But this one in particular might be the best all-white sneaker release that we've seen this year. Simple, mature, elegant, but if you get up close and you look at the details, you look at the materials, it's just another layer to it, another story. And this, compared to a basic all-white pair of Air Max 95s without the big bubble sitting in a Foot Locker or a Finish Line, that is exactly the difference between the list I'm talking about right now, grown man sneakers for people that actually like style, and the rest of the world. Next up, we have something from New Balance and Aime Dore, and they kind of had a quiet year, in my opinion. Aime, kind of in a weird spot. I feel like, it feels like they're kind of trying to price out a lot of the customers with their clothing and some of their footwear. However, the New Balance collabs have always been pretty reliable. I'd like to see something new, something that just felt like, wow, I'm totally drawn to them. But, you know, in the meantime, they have dropped some pretty decent stuff. So we have the Aime Leon Dore New Balance RC56. Now this is actually a new model, first seen in 2025. It is inspired by early 2000s cross-country runners. It feels more like a low-profile tennis or soccer shoe on feet, but you get kind of the aesthetic of both. This is a very common colorway, but also something that is reliable. I see a ton of Aime and New Balance collabs on feet, and they're always styled in a little bit more of a mature way, so you need shoes like this. Let me know if you guys grabbed anything from Aime and New Balance this year. Okay, getting back to the Jordans, and this is one that, again, a lot of people are not talking about. It kind of got forgotten, which is fine. It's fine. The Black Cat Air Jordan 4 is on the way, and honestly, if you asked me to choose between these and those, my answer would be right here. We have the Air Jordan 3 Black Cat. Look at these things. They are so tough. And one thing about an all black shoe, there better be some details. There better be some character there. You know, the all black Air Force One is just all leather, all the same material on the upper for the most part. So it just blends. There's nothing that stands out about that shoe. But when you get something like this, whew, totally different. Totally different. The details are just disguised on here. If you're into Jordans and you're an all black outfit person, right here. Even all lighter colors and just creating a nice contrast, very wearable. This shoe could have been number one, but there is a different Jordan that is gonna take that number one spot. But these things right here kind of got forgotten. And again, I'm gonna link all of these shoes for you guys down in the description. And if you wanna grab a pair of these for under retail, you can do that. A lot of these you can get under retail. So number two, I just got these. Just got them. I've shown them to you guys briefly, but they are so tough. This is just something that New Balance does not do very often. We know of them as being the gray sneaker brand. It is not often that we see all dark colors on a pair of made in USA New Balance, but these right here, they have it. And they are so tough. I described these as a dark, gloomy day, similar to what we got going on right now. This fall weather has just been very mundane, if you will. So this is easily one of my favorite New Balance pickups of the year. A shoe like this is so easy to wear, and it will totally differentiate yourself from other people. This is an elevated style shoe. You mix these with some baggier olive cargo pants and a nice sweater, forget about it. Forget about it. Okay, at number one, I said it when I got these that I totally felt that they were a grown man shoe. We have the Air Jordan 3 Maniere Diffused Blue. Similar to the Seoul 2.0, when you're wearing these with a pair of pants and it's kind of covering the tongue and the ankle area, you're left with just a classic Air Jordan silhouette, but made in a more wearable, mature way. So the elephant print is removed here and you get this darker, faded black suede in its place. And that is what makes these unique. The sock liner is quilted. I mean, come on. Come on, these are so grown, taking the number one spot and absolutely worthy. So do me a favor, let me know down in the comment section what your top 5 grown man sneakers for 2025 are. Think about it. Forget just the hyped up stuff. That's a wrap for me though. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.